Tammy.
Hey. We've had my great-grandbaby. He spent the night, first time away from Mom and Daddy at night, whole night, and he slept all night long. He's such a good baby.
He is now.
Yeah, we're going to go have a late breakfast, and then they're going to go back home.
Rita Booker says, I had someone pulled from my dog 2 days ago, went back today for the second go and he bled. Is this something to be worried about? No, it's. I see this quite a bit. Typically you see it on the first pull, not the second pull. But it's no, don't worry about it. I mean, just a few drops of blood in the sample can make it look pretty red, but I'm sure it's fine. So don't worry about it. Stephanie Tusha. My girl jumped from 2.1 on Tuesday to 13.1 on Thursday. Ooh, that's a big jump.
Left lane to take the turnpike ramp, then merge onto John Kilpatrick Turnpike.
We've seen sacks, but hard to find the pup blob. So we did see something and believe she's pregnant. Okay. Have you ever run into something like this? Just worried about reabsorption? Well, so the answer is it does happen. How often and whether it's really going on, I really don't know, but there's not a thing you can do about it, I can tell you that. You just keep on going, and I've had ultrasounds be wrong in both directions, so just hang in there, and as you get closer to the due date, if you're not sure she's pregnant, do an x-ray to find out. So I don't want you getting into a situation where you had a confirmed, you can take this actually, right?
Yeah, well.
You have you think you've got a confirmed pregnancy, and then you go do a C-section, there's no puppies inside. So the right answer is, if you're not sure, you do an x-ray a few days before C-section to make sure there really are puppies there. Christina Carey. I've seen a couple of dogs that DNA shows 80-80. However, the dogs are visually black and white. And these dogs do not carry brindle. Well, they probably do carry brindle. So a black dog almost always is in fact a brindle
Unless
dog.
if it's, well, yeah.
Could be double A recessive.
But they also can carry brindle also, being double A.
So if you here's another reason why a pied dog might not show tan points, because if the white, remember it's a white background and white covers up everything, if it's white on its legs, you won't see the tan points because the white will mask it. If it's a brindle dog, you likely won't see the tan points because the brindle will mask it. So there's a couple of reasons why you might not be seeing the tan points. JJJ. A few of my pups 4 weeks old have been coughing up clear phlegm, and sometimes it comes out their nose as well.
Sounds like,
Yep. So what does it sound like to you, Tammy?
it's got pneumonia.
Yep, sounds like pneumonia to me. So what do you do in this situation? Well, the answer is what you're worried about here is that the pneumonia, what happens is the dog's got some stuff in its lung. It could be milk aspiration, it could be it got some food in its lungs. That is now developed into a secondary pneumonia, and that pneumonia then causes problems. So the right treatment for pneumonia is, first off, antibiotics, typically Clavamox or amoxicillin. So you're going to have to go to your vet probably for that, but I think that's what you need to do. If it gets really bad, then you have to have oxygen.
Oh, yeah.
Dean's French Bulldog says, I'm interested in your Teachable idea. Is that download from the App Store? Well, no, actually, there'll be it'll say Breeder 101. I'll have a website for it. So I'll post everybody a link when this comes up and it's available. I'm still looking at, a month away, maybe a bit longer from doing this. I'll keep everybody up to date.
In 2 miles, take the
Somebody thinks that me showing the video where we're collecting from a dog, this is foul, borderline bestiality. Don't watch it.
Yeah, turn it off.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Because this is all part of breeding
Yeah.
for
If you think that's
French
bestiality,
Bulldogs.
you don't know what bestiality is, right?
Yeah.
There's a big difference here, folks. Bestiality would involve much worse stuff than that.
Yeah.
And I'd get in big trouble,
Yeah.
quite rightfully so. It's
Just
not
somebody
besti-
having a bad day when
Yeah, yeah.
bellyache.
Yeah. Well, I think they're bellyache about other stuff, so anyway,
Yeah.
there we go.
Wrong thing, though.
Ricky Sanchez. I've been following your progesterone levels. My dame, she's an English Bulldog. I followed your progesterone 4 days ago. I had a reading of 1.06, and today she's at a 1.0. I doctored the swab test, saw the crowning of the eggs. don't know how you'd see the crowning of the eggs. So I don't know what the heck that's all about. She said the eggs are ready and she can go to the stud. Well, I can tell you this, you're not getting a dog bred at a 1.0. You've had to know what they're talking about, I don't think, or you've got it confused. So the crowning, maybe, I mean, you can't see the eggs. The eggs are in the uterus. You can't see those eggs. And so the answer is, yes, exit 26, exit 26.
Take the I-44 west exit.
Okay,
Also, move your arm.
west, all the way to the right.
This one?
Yes, all the way to the right.
Continue for 1 mile.
Sorry. Yeah, you don't do, with a 1, you're probably still 7 days away from breeding this dog, so you need to do another progesterone test, probably another 4 or 5 days. Somebody says they've a new subscriber and they're getting so much knowledge from us. Great, I'm glad to hear that. Somebody else says they learned so much. Great. Danielle Medbury, I have
Merge onto I-44.
I have a dog with an inverted vulva. Do I think that'll affect the breeding? No, I don't, whatsoever, at all. Not at all. You can breed a dog with an inverted vulva, not an issue at all. You know, there might be a slight issue with getting yeah, we are. Might be a slight issue with getting an infection with those dogs. I think that's the only, and I mean, there's nothing you can do about it other than just get on with it. Just make sure you clean up things really well when you do an insemination.
In half a mile, take exit 125B on the left toward Pleasant Boulevard.
Alexander Gonzalez, just completed my first AI. I'm doing a TCI 72 hours later.
That one?
That sounds long to me. Yes, we'll have to.
Take
So-
exit 125B on the left.
I'm concerned about my female having a UTI. Can I give a cranberry pill straight? Well, the cranberry pills are completely safe. In Zartha, Superstairs, God. I have a singleton coming from first breeding on my standard American Bully. She had 4 or 5 pups at ultrasound. Then at 56 days on x-ray, there's just one big puppy. I think she needs a C-section. Any info on singletons would be appreciated. Well, yeah. So the problem with singleton puppies is they tend to be big and they tend to go long. So you do have to be careful. So you don't necessarily get all of the temperature drops information that you'd normally get. So it can be a bit confusing, but just don't get in a hurry. The temptation is just to take puppies before you should, but singletons can be a challenge. Just keep on top of it. Look at my videos on how to do time C-sections. Sandy asked when will the concentrators be back in stock? Hopefully soon. We've got a shipment coming in. So
What is it?
been oxygen concentrators.
Oh, yeah.
Danielle, we had a progesterone of 1.3 on Wednesday and a progesterone of 7.3 on Friday. We did an AI on Saturday. That should be good timing. Sunday and Monday, do you think that was a good plan? And well, not perfect. I would have done it on Saturday and Monday. I would have skipped the Sunday. I don't like doing them 3 days in a row, and the reason for this is you dilute the male, and you don't need to do that. Every other day is more than sufficient to get the same results, and you don't dilute you reduce your semen motility. So I would have done it Saturday and Monday. But look, Saturday is probably the right day, and so you should be fine. Let's see, we just answered that one. I just completed my first, this is Alexander Gonzalez. I just completed my first AI. I'm doing a TCI 72 hours later. I actually answered that one just now, sorry. So, Jose Puentes says, so fawn dogs will never carry brindle. No, well, if it's truly a fawn dog and it shows fawn, it doesn't carry brindle. Otherwise it would look brindle. Recetas de Familia, can I use the heating kit on a clear PVC pad? You can, but there's a better solution to that. You can go buy a sheet of what's called Coroplastic at Home Depot. It's a 4x8 sheet, it's like $20, cuts with a box knife, and you can stick it underneath that. It's kind of a corrugated plastic material. That works great, that's what I'd recommend. And the dogs can't tear it up. S. Charles Lee says, how do we make submit questions, you do it right there, right here in the comment section. Just ask a question. And typically I answer those questions within about 2 days. Someone's saying they used our AI technique and it was 100% successful. Good deal. Carrie Woodward asks, curious, you have a British accent. Are you originally from the UK? Yes, I am. I came over here in 1978.
He was hatched.
I was hatched
under a rock.
Hatched under a rock in England. But I've lived here for 44 years. The majority of my life has been in the UK. I love it here. And I'm now an American citizen.
Do you need to go to the grocery store?
Oh, we can if you want.
Yeah.
Jake from State. No, Jake from State.
Jake from State.
Jake from State. I wonder if he's wearing, what, beige colour pants?
Yeah.
That's what he should be wearing.
Yeah.
Thanks for what you do. I'm curious to know
Navy little shirt.
if you have any input on this. I have 2 Frenchies that normally go into heat within 10 days of one another.
State Farm.
The
State
last time one got pregnant, the other one didn't. Oh, the other had a litter of 5. They share nursing responsibilities and nurse each other's pups, which I had no problem with. And the puppies would attempt to nurse from her. After about 10 days of milk, she had actually dripping from her teeth. This is not phenomenal. Does the mere suckling of mums create a hormone change that would develop a milk? Well, absolutely it does. So here's some interesting things about milk production. The first thing is that if you've got a dog that doesn't have milk production when it first is introduced to its babies, like the first 24 hours, let the puppies suckle on mum anyway, because the very act of suckling can bring the milk in. So there's a reaction there that stimulates the dog to have puppies. And I mean, it can be the same thing with humans, can't it, Tammy? You know,
Yeah.
you get women who are nursing who see other babies nursing, who it makes them ache.
Even when you're trying to dry up and you're walking around, you hear a baby cry or you see a baby, mine always triggered in when I was trying to finish up with nursing, and it's like, great.
Yes.
Here goes my white blouse.
And somebody's asking about, is this normal for newborn puppies to create a hormone change that would develop a dog that has not even been pregnant for 7 months? Well, I mean, I guess. I mean, you can have things like pseudo-pregnancies, phantom pregnancies, that dogs can have all the signs of being pregnant, including milk production. So that would not be normal in that case, but I mean, it's possible. Someone's commenting on Mando, so he looks amazing. He is amazing.
Gosh. He is something else. He is
okay.
Good-looking little boy.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate people who subscribe to me. It helps me, encourage me to do more of these videos. But do remember, disclaimer here, I am not a vet. I'm not a licensed medical professional. I'm purely a person who's been breeding dogs for the last couple of decades. Any information that you got from this video, use at your own risk. There's nothing implied here, and certainly this should not be used as a substitute for advice from your veterinarian or your medical professional. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for more of them. Bye.